Golly, this thing is heavy. Oh, shoot. 100-ounce bars. Pros and cons. Welcome to the Paulybuck YouTube channel, everybody. My name is Paul, and I sure am glad to have you with me on this one here today. Today, we're talking about heavy metal. I'm going to give some of my pros and cons and let you see what's inside this cardboard box behind me. Some pros and cons on 100-ounce bars. So let's talk about it. All right, folks. So as we talked about behind me, we are going to unbox this 100-ounce bar, and we're going to talk about some pros and cons to purchasing, stacking away 100-ounce bars versus some other things that I have off to my left here that I can bring up and show you as well. First and foremost, let's open this thing up. You know what? Let me grab one of these. Just so I don't irritate anybody. It is my stuff, but why not save some fingerprints? It is used. This isn't brand new, but here you have it. This is a 100-ounce Royal Mint. You can see that little bit of toning starting right there, that little bit of rainbow in between their coat of arms and Royal from the Royal Mint. 100 troy ounce. Fingerprints and all. See, you really don't need a glove when you carry something like this. 100 troy ounce Britannia bar from the Royal Mint. Look at this thing. This thing is just, it's just chunky. Just a chunky piece of metal. Now, I did buy this probably more than a month ago. So at that time, silver was, I don't know, 23, 22 bucks. I paid $23.75. Shipped to my door, private, peer-to-peer sale. Look at this thing. I'm glad that I'm finally able to do the video on it and have the time to do the video on it. But it makes sense to me to buy this at that point in time. It's 100 ounces silver. One of my goals throughout the year is to put 100 ounces of silver away. This just crashed that goal. The goal's done. I'm no longer FOMOing for silver because this store of value is so much greater than going and buying 1 ounce single coins. And that's just facts. Those are facts of the matter of stacking, that when you are buying in bulk, you are saving on premium. That is a pro. A con to that is you got a 100-ounce bar. You can't chip away from this if you need to have a little bit of cash for something that came up. You have 100 ounces that you have to sell. So you can't break out a single 1 ounce coin and sell that for the little bit of money that you possibly would have needed. Because let's be real here. Stacking is for something. We're not just stacking this stuff just to have it. Everybody has their own reasons for stacking precious metals. Everybody is different. My reason can be different from your reason. The reason for this bar is for me not to worry about it. This is getting tucked to the side just like that, just like showing off in this video, and not to be worried about. This is a purchase that I made because I did have the extra money and I did not want to spend it stupidly on certain other things that I could have possibly bought and just wasted away. I talked about it with another content creator. What lasts more in your account? And think about this as you're listening and watching the rest of this video. What would last more in your account? $8 or $8,000? $8 or $8,000? How fast could I have blown $2,375 or just stored its wealth? What is silver at today? Silver is over $25. That's what I just gained with a 100-ounce bar. And adding is so much easier with a 100-ounce bar. You just add zeros, right? If it's $25, that's $2,500. Will somebody give me $2,500 for this bar? It's tough to say. I never sold a 100-ounce bar. Never walked into a coin shop with a 100-ounce bar. These are also things that you have to consider when purchasing a bigger bar. Do you have a way to sell it? Yes, I can sell it. Will I get what I paid for it? I sure as hell hope so. It's what the market calls for. Comes with an extra premium because it is from the Royal Mint. Do I expect to get that extra premium out of it? I do not expect it. I expect to sell this at some point in time when silver is at the right price that I think I made a decent enough profit, and now turn that into something else. Turn that into gold, depending on the price of gold. Look at the price of silver and gold, what they're doing right now. So one pro is you're putting away a lot of weight. Again, the con to that is, do you have a way to sell it? It is not divisible. You cannot take that 10-ounce bar out of a 100-ounce bar. This is why they make 10-ounce bars. They make it in divisible sizes for everybody. That's why I say stacking, it's not a one-size-fits-all. Stacking, you can even get more divisible by adding Morgans, junk silver, half a tube of American Silver Eagles. Well, not even a half a tube I'm working on. Pros and cons. These are much easily tested if they are real or fake compared to something like this. When you're buying a 100 troy ounce bar, it's very, very easy for scammers to try and scam you. This thing could be full of lead on the inside if you didn't know better. Buy from respectable, reputable dealers, sellers, what have you. You have to be careful when you're buying big ounces, because the temptation of faking something is always there, and it's so much easier to fake this than it is, say, Eagles, Morgans. Even though all that stuff is faked, the temptation is there to make more money on more ounces than it is these piddly little 90%ers, 10-ounce bars. They can all be faked. Be careful with the bigger bars, because most generally, you're not walking around with a drill a hole in this thing. Who's going to drill a hole in this thing? You going to drill a hole in this beauty? You're not going to drill a hole in this beauty. You're just going to trust that this bar is pure, what it says on it. The temptation is there. There's always going to be somebody there to try and fake it, to scam you out of your money. So we talked about the adding the weight to the stack. We talked about the, are you able to sell? Are you not able to sell? Is it going to be tougher to sell a 100-ounce bar over a few ounces of silver? Yes. Not everybody is in the market to buy a 100-ounce bar. But when you are the person buying the 100-ounce bar, are you actually in the market to turn around and sell that bar? That's what makes stacking open and available for everybody. Everybody has their own preference on what they can do, whether it's 10 ounces, whether it's 1 ounces, whether it's 20 ounces, whether it's 100 ounces, whether it's junk silver. Everybody is going to be different. Another pro in my book is you would need 5 of these tubes lined up to make one of these bars. You could get away with one of these bars, or you could fumble around with 5 of these coin tubes that have 20 ounces of it. Now, you would need to fumble around with 10 of these 10-ounce bars to equal the 100-ounce bars. It's extra fumbling. It's less fumbling with the 100-ounce bars. They do stack up nice. They really, really start to add a little weight into your stack and the savings on the premium. It's what you hear about all the time in the precious metals world is premium. You don't stop hearing it. It's there for a reason. These bullion dealers have to make their money, and that's the premium over spot that they are charging you for said product. Save premium, more premium. Less premium than a 1-ounce coin, more premium than a 100-ounce bar. So wrapping this up, you cannot divide a 100-ounce bar. You're not going to chip silver off this and barter it for whatever you want. If you're buying 100-ounce bars, you're investing into silver heavily. So after the purchase of this 100 troy-ounce bar, I'm no longer really focusing on silver for this year. Even though, yes, I do want to continue to work on this American Silver Eagle tube. Will I fill it? Time will tell. I'm in no rush. My focus is gold as usual. I want to continue stacking gold, but I also want to continue putting silver away. But I'm not putting the silver away for the fact that I think I'm going to need it to barter for anything. I'm storing wealth with silver with big bars. Low premium, big bars, adding zeros to the stack is my goal when stacking silver from here on out. I sure hope you did enjoy that. Pros and cons to stacking 100-ounce bars. There are pluses and minuses involved throughout the world of precious metal stacking, whether it's silver, whether it's gold, whether it's platinum, whether it's palladium, all of it. There's pros and cons to all of it. And I just wanted to touch on the 100-ounce bar, why I bought that bar, and why I'm going to continue to focus on bars like that. Not so much the same bar that I have today, but other bars like that. It is very, very tough for folks to save that cash to make that 100-ounce bar purchase, even though they know in the back of their head that they are actually saving money on the premiums. Now, again, I don't need to repeat the whole process, what we just talked about. Go back, watch it if you skipped ahead to this point for some reason, but it's pros and cons of the 100-ounce bar stacking. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you stack 100-ounce bars? Do you like the fact that you're saving money on the premium by buying bigger bars? I want to appreciate you guys for hanging out here. Let me know about the 100-ounce bars, what you know about them. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Check out that video on some more stacking tips, and I will see you all right back here on the Paulybuck YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody.